So hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about arrays. An array by definition is called a collection of same data type elements. Okay, so if you look at the definition here, it's saying the collection and same data type. These are the two important factors in the array. Let's take an example. In a class there are 5 students only, and in a quiz they scored these numbers. Okay, 7, 7, 8, 8 and 9. Okay, so if you look at the numbers, they are what? They are same data type. Same data type, right? Why? Because these are all integral type. That means whole numbers. Okay, and when there is a whole number and the number range is very small, we can call it to be int data type, right? And you see, like, there are more than one number, so there are 5 students, so it's a collection. So this is a very good example that we can put into the definition of an array. So we can say like the array of, okay, so we can say like an array of 5 student numbers. Okay, an array of 5 student numbers. Okay, how we are going to write it? Okay, so the general syntax for this is a data type, and this is the symbol of an array. Okay, data type, and then array symbol, and then the array name. And let's give this as a name as student number, and we initialize it with the values 7, 7, 8, 8 and 9. Okay, so this is our general, the syntax for declaring an array. So when we are going to convert that to the actual Java code, it's going to be our data type here is int. Okay, and then we have this array notation, and then we have the array name student number equals, we put the numbers here. Okay, and remember that the numbers has to be separated by a comma. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so this is one way. The other way of writing it is, this is also okay. If we are just going to write int and then student number equals 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Okay, so the place of this, the arrow notation, doesn't matter. I mean, you can put it after the data type or you can put it after the variable declaration. Okay, since this is the data type int, we can put here anything. Okay, let's say we can put it long. Okay, and then array name. Okay, and put the array sign equals whatever you want to put. We can put it like boolean. Okay, array name, array sign, and then whatever you want. So this data type can be of anything, and we can also put different kind of objects as well as a data type. We'll learn that later on. Let's see like how these are being saved in the memory. Okay, so always remember that a data type, I mean an array, saves its elements, okay, adjacent to each other. Okay, so what does it mean? So let's see, like, let's consider like this is the memory location, and we have 7, 7, 8, 8 and 9. So this is my memory location. Okay, in this memory location, if we look at what is the space or what is the length, we can say the length equals 5. Okay, so length why 5? Because there are 5 elements there. 1 2 3 4 5 5 elements. So the length is 5, or we can say like the equals size of elements, or we can say like basically the number of elements. Okay, and we have another concept over here. We call that the index. Okay, so the index of an array always starts with 0 and ends with its size -1. Okay, so what is index? Let me define first index. Index in an array used to access the array location. Okay, so that means this index start with 0. This one is 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this can be represented by, let's say, stu number 0, and then this can be defined as student number 4. Okay, so this is what we are calling that the index. And with the index we can always access any of the element within the array. Okay, there is another way of writing this array. We can tell, let's say, that data type, which is int, and then we have stu number, which is the name of the array. The array sign equals new int. Okay, so in this case we know that the length of the array is 5, so the length is equivalent to size. Okay, so we have to put the we have to put the size over here. So in this case we are telling the array size is 5. Okay, so this is my declaration, and this is my initializing of the array with a number. Okay, with a size. And then this size, the size that I'm going to put is always has to be of int type. It cannot be long. Okay, it has to be int. So this tells that, hey, okay, create an array named student number. Okay, and the size of the array would be 5. Okay, so that means how many elements we can put in here? We can put in here 5 elements. And what would be the index of these 5 elements? So see, 1 2 3 4 5. So the last element would be, or the last index would be 4. And with this index value we can manipulate our array. Okay, let's go and see again how we are accessing it. So let's see, we define int x equals new int so 5. Okay, new int 5. So now we can say x0 equals 1, stu 3, okay, this should be 3, and x4 equals 5. Okay, so this statement we are saying like, okay, this array is defined as x, and the first index, this is the first index, this is the second index, third, fourth index, and this is the fifth index. This is just the same as declaring like this: 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and if we would like to print the value of the array, how do you do that? So let's say we defined already x int x equals this. Okay, and how we are going to print it? We can print, let's say we would like to print this element, we'd like to get the third element. Okay, so how do you do that? So system dot out dot println, and we put x, and we put this array notation, and then what should be the element here, or what should be the index here, because we are going to put the third element, so we should put number 2. Why number 2? Because this one is 0, this one is 1 index, this one is 2 index, this one is 3 index, this one is 4 index. Okay, so this is how it is working. Alright, so I think like we have got a good understanding of what the array is and how to access, and this is one way of assigning the value as well, and this is the way that we can extract the value of an array. Okay, so in the next tutorial we are going to do some examples with array, and we'll do some calculations and those stuff. Till then, goodbye.